Chapter 1: The Reality of Wage Stagnation. Ever wondered why, despite your hard work, your income seems to be standing still while the cost of everything around you rises? Welcome to the reality of wage stagnation, a phenomenon that has crept into our economic landscape like a silent and persistent shadow. Wage stagnation, in its simplest terms, refers to the steady income that doesn't seem to grow at the same pace as the cost of living. It's like running on a treadmill, where you're moving, but not really getting anywhere. What does this mean for the average Joe or Jane? It means that despite putting in the hours, despite the sweat, the stress, and the dedication, the paycheck at the end of the month isn't stretching as far as it used to. It's the financial equivalent of trying to catch a train that's always just pulling out of the station. This isn't just an individual problem. It's a societal one. The ripple effects of wage stagnation are felt across the economy. When people have less disposable income, they spend less. When they spend less, businesses suffer, and when businesses suffer, the economy takes a hit. It's a cycle, a domino effect that starts with that paycheck that just isn't keeping up. Let's back this up with some cold, hard facts. Over the past 4 decades, the average wage for the bottom 90% of earners has increased by a mere 1%, while the cost of living has skyrocketed by more than 60%. That's a gap, a chasm that's getting harder and harder to bridge. But here's the thing. Knowledge is power. Understanding the reality of wage stagnation isn't meant to discourage us. Instead, it's meant to empower us, to light a fire under us, to motivate us. Because once we understand the problem, we can start working on a solution. So, how do we navigate these financial waters and break free from the chains of wage stagnation? Chapter 2: Stories of Success Against Stagnation. Meet John, a software engineer, and Lisa, a small business owner. Both have found ways to overcome wage stagnation. John was once caught in the grind of 9 to 5, his paycheck barely keeping pace with the rising cost of living. But he wasn't one to accept defeat. He decided to invest in his skills, enrolling in an advanced coding course. It was challenging, yes, but John was determined. He spent countless evenings mastering complex algorithms, often clocking in more study hours after work than he did at his job. But his efforts didn't go in vain. Upon completion of the course, John negotiated a significant pay rise with his employer, effectively breaking free from wage stagnation. Then there's Lisa, a vibrant entrepreneur who owns a small bakery. When the prices of ingredients started to soar, Lisa's profits began to dwindle. She was on the verge of shutting down her bakery, but she chose to fight instead. Lisa started exploring different income streams. She began offering baking classes, both in person and online. She also started a blog, sharing her baking tips and recipes, which soon became a hit. Lisa's innovative approach not only saved her bakery, but also allowed her to increase her income despite the rising costs. In their journeys, both John and Lisa faced hurdles. John had to juggle his job, studies, and personal life, while Lisa had to explore unfamiliar territory. But their commitment to self-improvement and their refusal to succumb to stagnation drove them to success. John and Lisa's stories are not unique. There are countless others who have broken free from the chains of wage stagnation, proving that with the right mindset and strategies, it's possible to grow financially even in challenging circumstances. Their stories are inspiring, aren't they? But how did they do it? Let us delve deeper into their strategies, and perhaps you too can find your path to breaking free from wage stagnation. Chapter 3: strategies for financial growth. Breaking free from wage stagnation isn't just about working harder. It's about working smarter. When it comes to financial growth, one of the most effective strategies is skill development. In our rapidly evolving world, it's essential to stay ahead of the curve. By continuously improving our skills, we increase our value in the marketplace. This can lead to better job opportunities, higher wages, or even a whole new career path. But skill development doesn't stop at the workplace. It extends to our personal finances as well. Understanding how to budget, save, and invest can drastically improve our financial health. It's never too late to learn, and there are countless resources available to help us do just that. Speaking of investing, it's another powerful strategy for financial growth. It's about making your money work for you. It might seem intimidating at first, but once you get the hang of it, it can become a reliable source of passive income. But remember, investing always comes with risks. Therefore, it's crucial to do your research and perhaps even seek advice from financial experts. Now, let's talk about side hustles and entrepreneurship. In the age of the internet, there are countless opportunities to make an extra buck. Whether it's freelance work, selling handmade goods, or starting a blog, the possibilities are endless. And who knows? Your side hustle might just turn into a full-blown business. However, with all these strategies, it's important to remember that they require time, effort, and most importantly, adaptation. The financial landscape is constantly changing, and so must our strategies. It's not enough to just set it and forget it. We must be ready to learn, adapt, and grow. In conclusion, breaking free from wage stagnation involves more than just working harder. It's about continuous learning, smart investing, and entrepreneurial thinking. It's about making the most of our time, our skills, and our money. Remember, it's not about quick fixes, but sustainable financial growth. Chapter 4: Expert Insights on Financial Growth. We've heard from those who have done it. Now let's hear from the experts. When it comes to financial growth, one can't underestimate the value of expert advice. These are the people who have dedicated their lives to understanding the intricacies of financial markets, the economy, and personal finance. They're the ones who can help us navigate through the complexities of wage stagnation. First off, our experts emphasize the importance of continual skill development. In a world that's ever evolving, standing still is akin to moving backward. Whether it's learning a new language, mastering a software, or understanding the basics of coding, upskilling can open doors to better paid opportunities and help you rise above wage stagnation. Next, they highlight the significance of diversification. Just as a well-balanced diet is essential for maintaining good health, a diversified income stream is crucial for financial well-being. This could mean exploring side gigs, investing in stocks or real estate, or even starting your own small business. The key is to not put all your eggs in one basket. Our experts also caution us about potential pitfalls. One such pitfall is the lure of quick, easy money. While it might be tempting to invest in the latest get-rich-quick scheme, these often carry high risks and can lead to financial ruin. Instead, they advocate for a slow and steady approach, focusing on long-term financial growth. The importance of living within one's means is another point our experts stress. It's easy to fall into the trap of lifestyle inflation, whereas your income increases, so do your expenses. Yet, by living frugally and saving diligently, you can create a buffer against financial emergencies and invest more towards your future. Lastly, Remember that it's not just about making money, but also about making your money work for you. This means understanding and utilizing the power of compounding, investing wisely, and being mindful of tax implications. Armed with these expert insights, you are now better equipped to combat wage stagnation. Chapter 5: Encouragement and Call to Action. Overcoming wage stagnation is a journey, not a sprint. Let's be real, it's the kind of journey that demands patience, perseverance, and a fair deal of grit. It's about taking small, calculated steps towards a larger goal, not about overnight success or get-rich-quick schemes. It's about building something durable, something that can weather any storm that life or the economy might throw at you. And it starts with you making the decision to take control of your financial future, to refuse to be held back by stagnant wages and the rising cost of living, to invest in yourself and your skills, to explore new income streams, and to make smart, ethical financial choices. Yes, it's daunting. You might even feel like you're out of your depth at times. But remember, every expert was once a beginner. Every success story started with someone taking that first uncertain step. And you have something that they didn't: a community of like-minded individuals, all striving towards the same goal, all ready to support and learn from one another. So, don't be afraid to ask questions, to seek advice, to share your own experiences and insights. Because that's how we grow: by learning, by challenging ourselves, by stepping out of our comfort zones. And it's through this process of growth that we can break free from the chains of wage stagnation. But remember, it's not just about the destination, it's about the journey. It's about the skills you'll acquire, the people you'll meet, the person you'll become. So, take your time, be patient, be persistent, and above all, be kind to yourself. Now, it's your turn. We want to hear your stories, your tips, your questions. Share them in the comments below. Let's create a community where we can grow together, financially and otherwise. Because together, we can overcome wage stagnation. We can build a future where everyone has the opportunity to thrive. Share your own success stories, income-boosting tips, and questions in the comments. Let's create a community where we can grow together, financially and otherwise.